Welcome to Programming Minds. In this video, we are going to understand merge sort algorithm. We will check what is merge sort algorithm and how it works. And we will do the implementation of merge sort algorithm using C++ programming language. So, what is merge sort algorithm? Merge sort algorithm works on divide and conquer method. In this method, array gets divided into small arrays till index become 0 for every subarray. So only one item will be present in the subarrays. After dividing array into single units, conquer method comes in the picture and elements of array gets merged with sorting. Okay. Now let's check one example. We have unsorted array here, like with elements like 40, 10, 15, 100, 50, and 20. So what happens in the merge sort algorithm? We will first divide the array into sub arrays till the index get 0. So we will calculate mid first, as given it here. So mid will be here, and we will divide array into two sub arrays. So we have divided here array into two sub arrays, one with 40, 10, and 15, and another with 10, 50, and 20. So this is the whole divide method we have done till here. Okay, so we have divided it as the first array, and this is the second array. After that, we will again calculate mid by using recursion in the C++ program, and we will divide this array also, like 40 and 10 and 15. So we have done it here. Okay, and here we have given as a 15, and we will also divide the right side array into two arrays. So one will get 150, another will get as 20 only. Then we will again divide that sub arrays into the another sub array. So we have divided it as 40 and 10. Here we are getting index of every sub array as 0, and there are only one element in the array. Okay, so now we will stop dividing, and we will start the conquer method from here. Okay, so here we will stop the recursion and dividing method. So from here we will start conquer. So as we have said here, element of array gets merged with sorting. Okay, so item will be get merged with sorting. So here we have 40 as a first element and 10 as a second element, but we will sort it and get the sub solutions. So we got the sorted solution here, like 10 and 40, and 15 is only element, so it is already sorted. Then we will go here, and among this 100 and 50, we will get the sorted sub array like 50 and 100, and this is the single element which is already sorted. After that, we will merge these two arrays, and we will get the sorted sub array like 10, 15. We will get 10 here, then we will get 15 here, and we will get 40 here. Okay, so this is the sorted sub array we got here, and by merging these elements, we will get 20 first here, because 20 is smallest element from that sub arrays. Then we will get 50 here and 100. So after that, we need to do the last step. So we will compare both the arrays. Okay, now we have two arrays. So we will check first element. So 10 is smaller than all the elements in this array and this array. So we will add 10 as a first element. Then we will go to the next element. So 15 is also smaller than remaining all elements. So we will add 15 here. And now we will go to the next element, and we find that for 20 is smaller than 40. So we will add 20 here. Okay, after that we will again check, and we will find the 40 as smallest element. So we will add 40 here. Then we will check among remaining two elements, and we find that 50 is smaller, then we will add 50 here and 100 here. So after the conquer method we got the merge solution like that. Okay, so this is the simple method to do the merge sort algorithm. So now we will go to the Visual Studio and check the implementation of merge sort algorithm using C++ programming language. So let's start by including libraries. Hash include IOStream using namespace standard. Let's write main function int main, and in the body return 0. So we need to define one unsorted array first. So I have defined it here. I will just copy this comment and paste it here. So we will have the define one unsorted array where we have 6 elements: 40, 10, 15, 100 and 50. Now let's define int left, and left will be 0 because the first index will be always 0. Then we will define the right, and in this case we have 5 as right because indexing starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. How many elements we have? We need more one element, so let's add it as 80. Okay, so now we have 6 elements here: 40, 10, 15, 100, 50 and 80. So indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right is 5. Okay, now let's define one method here, like let's define void. We will define it as a divide method. So divide, and here we will be taking input as a array. Okay, then we will take left, int left, and we will take int right. Okay, and in this method we will be dividing the array into sub arrays. So let's add it as divide, and let's pass the array, then left and right. Okay, and in the divide method we will check if we will check here left. If left is less than right, then we will use to calculate the mid, and then we will be doing recursion here to divide the divide that array into sub arrays, and we will get the sub solutions. Okay, so in this if statement we will calculate mid by using formula. So mid is equal to left plus right minus left divided by 2. So this is the simple formula to calculate mid, and after that we will use the recursion. So we need to use divide method here again, and we will pass the array to it. So we will pass array as array, and then in that we need to pass the left. Okay, and we will pass the right as a mid. Okay, because we need to divide the array into two sub arrays. So mid, we will divide one array from left side array till the mid, and we will divide right side array as we will pass array, then we will pass mid plus 1, and then we will pass the right. So it will help us to divide array into two sub arrays. So after that method we will now let's define conquer method here. So here we will define a method as void conquer, and in this method we will be taking int array. Okay, then we need to take int mid, then we need to take int left, then we will take int right. So in this method we will be merging the solutions. So after when recursion stop, when there will be only one item in every sub array, then will be recursion start, and remaining part will be come in a picture. So we will define the merge sort algorithm here, like we will define conquer method here, and in conquer method we will be passing array. Then after array we will pass the mid, then we will be passing left and right. Okay, so now let's go to the conquer method, and here we will be defining three integer variables. So int I, because we need to create two temporary arrays where we will be comparing the sub arrays, and we will also doing the sorting here. So we will take int I as left, then we will define int j, and we will take it as mid plus 1. Okay, and after that we will define int k, and int k will be left. Here also it will take as left. Okay, so it will create it. Now let's create one temporary array. So here we will be creating temporary array int temp, and we have the 6 elements in the array, so we will define it as a temporary array with the 6 element. Now we will run the while loop in this method, and in the while loop we will be checking in the while loop. Now let's check I is less than or equal to mid. So this method will be for the left side sub array, and and j less than or equal to right. Then we will go into the, so this is for the left side sub array, and it will be indexing starts from I, and in the right side sub array we have defined the first index as mid plus 1, and it will be j. So we will run while loop, and in the while loop we will be checking if I is less than mid, means it will be last index for the left side array, and it will be last index for the right side array. So in this method we will be checking if first index is less than right, or the for the left side array I index will be less than mid. So here we will be, if it is true, we will assign that smaller element from the two sub arrays into the temporary array which we have defined here. So we will define temp k, and it will be taking as array I. So, and we will increase the I and k by 1. So I plus plus and k plus plus. Okay, so here we need to check if let's check if array I is less than or equal to array j. Okay, so in this condition we will be assigning element from first sub array to the temporary array. So we are merging the elements from two sub arrays into the temporary array. So if the uh, element from left side sub array is smaller than element from right side sub array, then we will be assigning value of left side sub array to the temporary array as the first element, and else if it is not true, we will be assigning, just copy it and paste it here, we will be assigning array j into the temporary k. Okay, so so in this case what will happen, the element from right side array will be smaller than the left side array. So okay, so j plus plus, and we will be doing k plus plus. So we have done the while loop for the case where we have more than two elements or the more than one element in the array. So let's assume if there are only one element in the array, so for that we need to define two more while loops, one for the right side sub arrays and one for the left side sub arrays. For so in this case we will check if I is less than or equal to mid, then we will simply copy this method and paste it here. And in the second condition we will be checking while j is less than or equal to right, then we will do this thing. Okay, so by using this method we will be creating one temporary array with the sorted solution. Okay, so why the error is coming, let's do it again. Where is the another error? Here, so do it like divide. Okay, so we have defined three while loops, and here in the while loop we will be conquering the elements from sorted elements from the divided sub arrays that will be conquered into the temporary array. Okay, after that we need to transfer that sorted elements from the temporary array to the our original array. So for that we need to define one for loop. Okay, now let's define for loop where we will be let's check. Here we will be assigning in for loop we will start traversing from 0, int I is equal to 0, and let's start traversing from left side. Okay, and int I will be less than or equal to right. We need to traverse till the right, and I plus plus. Okay, and here we will be doing array I will be temp I. Okay, so by this method we will be doing by using this method we will be first dividing the array into sub arrays, then we will be passing that sub arrays to the conquer method by using recursion. Okay, and by using while loops we will be sorting the data, and we will be storing the sorted data into temporary variable or the temporary array. Then we are transferring the elements from temporary array to our original array by using for loop. Okay, so now let's go to the main function, and here we will be using cout, and we will print message as sorted array. Okay, then we will use for loop, int I is equal to 0, I will be less than 6, and I plus plus, and here we will be printing elements from the sorted subarray. So array I, and we will give some space like this. Okay, now let's use handle here and it will look better. Yeah, now let's run the program and check if it's working well. Click on local Windows debugger. Program is running successfully, and there are no compilation errors. We got the sorted array here, so we had elements like 40, 10, 15, 100, 50 and 80, and we got it sorted as 10, 15, 40, 50, 80 and 100 in the ascending order. So this was the successful implementation of C++ program for the merge sort algorithm. Okay, if you like this video, subscribe to the Programming Minds YouTube channel, share it with your friends, and thank you.